Now the first chicane at Monza is normally chaos, but in these Lamborghini hypercars it was absolute carnage. And well, the second chicane wasn't much better either. Just watch what the rest of the race was like. Hello and welcome to Monza, and as some of you may already know, Monza is my all-time favourite racetrack. I love this place, even more so in these cars. As I said in the first clip, there are hypercars. Well, technically they're not, they're actually designed concept cars. They are the Lamborghini V12 Vision Gran Turismos. And please Lamborghini, make this into a real car. They look fantastic. And they accelerate fantastically too. I mean, you are doing 200 miles an hour before you even know it. But the only trouble with doing 200 miles an hour at Monza is you've got to stop at that first chicane. And, well, everybody didn't seem to want to do that. In fact, I get it wrong for being a little bit greedy, hit the sausage curb and drop a place. But honestly, only one place at the first chicane at Monza in these cars, I'll take that every day. And as we come to the second chicane, you can see George throws an absolute dive bomb up the inside, outbrakes himself and completely cuts the corner. And thanks to Ricky Man in the blue VGT going extremely wide and cutting the corner, I managed to keep a place. Would have gained one if it hadn't been the fact that George blatantly cut the corner and didn't get a penalty. Okay, weird that. And with both the Lesmos out of the way, it's time for a drag race down to Ascari. Now, I'm close enough to George to think about going for the overtake as we come up to a chicane, and at the last minute, I'll be honest, I bottle it a little bit, decide not to. Which is just as well because he gets it very wrong and we would have probably collided there. So he's slow, but I managed to, for some reason, pick up a 5-second penalty. Now, I didn't think I'd gone that wide or cut that much of the corners. Obviously I did. However, George also gets a 5-second penalty, and as I'd got more speed, I managed to pull ahead of him, and by the time we went to a Parabolica, I'm up into second. The only trouble is, I've got a half-second penalty, but at the minute, all I care about is the guy in front. I want that first place. And as we jump ahead to the exit of Ascari, you can see that Silver Raff in front gets it all wrong. But instead of letting the faster car through, now let's resort to a little bit of swerving and stop the car from getting past. What a muppet. And as we come to Parabolica, Ricky Man throws a shot at the inside. Now, I thought he was going to make that stick and get the place. Thankfully he didn't. He went a little bit deep and I managed to stay in second. And my focus now again, as we come to the end of this lap, is that guy in front. I really do want that place. And I'm going to jump ahead here by 2 laps to the final lap, because laps 3 and 4 were pretty much status quo. I couldn't catch the guy in front, the guy behind couldn't catch me, and we just kept the places. But at least nobody seemed to lose. Now as we come up to the first chicane here, you can see that Silver Raff gets it all kinds of wrong, and I'm thinking, I've got this place. Until, well, you guessed it, he starts swerving again. Now, I can't go around that way, I'll try the inside. Now, let's swerve across and cover the inside off. Now, I understand that people have to defend, but one move only. That's kind of an unwritten, almost like a gentleman's agreement. Now there, he does get it wrong, and this time, it ghosts him, and I go straight through and take the place. And quite frankly, I do deserve that place, because if you've got to cheat to keep the place, mate, you don't deserve it. And with the Lesmos out of the way, it's time for the long back straight down to Ascari. Now, I've managed to get enough of a lead here that I don't have to worry too much. We've got a heavy braking area coming up, and there's always a possibility that someone's going to throw one at the inside. So, I'll do my best, be a little bit cautious, maybe too cautious, but I don't lose that much time. Coming out of Ascari, I do really well. Unfortunately, so do the 2 guys behind me. And now we've got the long straight down to Parabolica. And it's a bit of a drag race. You can see Ricky Man there thinking about it. I go defensive, and yeah, thanks for that, I get punted from behind. And I drop from first to third. What an absolute tool. The only good bit is that as we cross the finish line, he picks up a penalty and gets dropped down to third, and I get promoted to second. I mean, okay, I didn't get the win, but neither did he, and that for me is a great big thumbs up. Sorry about that, loser. For more great videos like this one, follow this link. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.